May's European Parliament elections saw a broader spread of political parties and ideologies enter the European Parliament. And as the House sits, those 751 MEPs take their seats for the first time. Here on The Brief from Brussels, we're taking a look at the priorities for the next 5 years of the European Parliament. The new European Parliament will have to confront some big questions, both in form and content. The higher turnout in the recent European elections proves Europe is on people's minds. The vote resulted, though, in a more fragmented European Parliament. It means parties will need to work harder to establish consensus.
I think it's good that the old grand coalition of EPP and socialists has lost its hegemony. But the real question for the European Parliament, as for Europe as a whole, is can we reach decisive action? Or is this little game and dance so complicated that we don't actually get to the point of doing the things we need to do?
7 political groups have been formed in the new European Parliament, while 2 major parties are struggling to find a home. Italy's Five Star Movement split from their former friends of the British Brexit Party, turning their backs here to the EU's unofficial anthem. Both are looking for new allies. The Greens saw their popularity surge in the elections, even if the Green wave hasn't taken root in all EU states.
The Green agenda is there. It's fully installed at the core of what the EU will be dealing with over the next 5 years. But now we have to deliver. Now the Union has to deliver. And that will not be as easy or as simple. There will be a million of little fights to win against those industries, those stakeholders who are pushing back against carbonization, for example. We see, if we listen, for example, to those new leaders coming from civil society who are generational leaders as well.
The 4 centrist groups in the European Parliament are negotiating a coalition agreement and are searching for a future agreement on 5 priority areas: climate change, economic policies, digitalisation, rule of law, migration and foreign affairs. As Strasbourg sits again, it begins a new and challenging era. May's European Parliament elections saw a broader spread of political parties and ideologies enter the European Parliament. And as the House sits, those 751 MEPs take their seats for the first time. Here on The Brief from Brussels, we're taking a look at the priorities for the next 5 years of the European Parliament. British divisions over Brexit on display at the opening session of the new European Parliament. Anti-Brexit members from the Liberal Democrat Party wearing yellow t-shirts in protest. And the customary show of defiance from members of the Brexit Party turning around as the EU's Ode to Joy marked the occasion. Federalist youth organisations are demanding the EU becomes a federal state outside the European Parliament. It comes as MEPs take their seats in Strasbourg for the first time. They say the current deadlock on who should take the EU's top jobs shows the limitations of EU policy, while the bloc is made up of national states.